Hello and welcome to your class of economics. Now today we are going to study the last topic of the same chapter, that is what is an economy. Okay, so we have already studied what is economics. Now we are going to study what is economy. Okay, what is an economy? Now for economy you need to understand, see, people perform different economic activities. Okay, like teacher go to school, farmer go to their field, doctor go to hospital. So these people perform their different activities to earn their living. So in that case we can say what is economy now. Definition of economy: it is a system by which people of an area earn their living. Okay, now you can understand this, that it is a system by which people of an area earn their living. So people, those who are living in particular area, performing particular kind of activities through which they can earn their living, that is known as your economy. Okay, so we can see what is a simple economy. Here we can say, see, one person cannot produce one thing by all things by himself only. Okay, he requires someone to help him. Okay, like suppose farmer cannot produce machines, but the person, those who are producing machines, they cannot produce crops. Okay, so this is, see the difference. That person, those who are producing machines, they required food. So that food can be provided by the farmer, but that machine which is required in the field to help the farmer, that is produced by the producer. So we can say moderate interdependency on each other to fulfill their desire or needs or requirements would help a lot of the people. Okay, means this will help to form an exchange. So you can say in the economy, the interdependency and your exchange is very important, or you can say they are the core element in an economy now. So we move on the other topic. Now we talk about the organization of economic activities. Okay. Okay, economic. See, organization of economic activities like production, consumption, investment, and exchange. Now see, these economic activities, production, consumption, investment and exchange, these all are controlled or regulated by the government in country. Okay, so different countries are there, so these activities are controlled by the government. So on the degree of control by the government, okay, means you can say degree holded by these to regulate these activities in the government, we can say these things are divided into three categories. Okay, one is in which maximum control of government is there. Okay, fully controlled by government. That is known as central control economy. So you need to understand this, in which where maximum control of the government is there to do welfare for the society, means whenever there is maximum welfare is there, so we can say wherever maximum control of the government is there to do the welfare in the country, so in that case where government is in fully action with these activities. Okay, you can say then that is centrally planned economy or centrally controlled economy, or you can say central economy. Okay, there exists. Now, where there it is a free marketplace there. Okay, free market. Okay, or depending on market forces. So that is said to be free market means, or open market, open economy. Sorry. Now this means here government is not taking any regulation. Means suppose the guidelines are of the governments are there, but the government is not strictly invading in these activities: production, consumption, investment, and exchange. Okay, here producers, consumers, investors, and exchange activities are free of government control. So that is called as, here it is called as free market or open economy. Okay, now this, for example of these, you can say this China, Russia, or this thing for fully controlled economy. And you can say in free market, you can say USA and UK. Okay, so these people are here, free market exists or open economy exists. Okay, so here people have full independence to do whatever they want. Okay, whatever they want to produce or consume. So now after that, this moderate type of also moderate type of economy also exists, in which government part is also there and open market is also there. That is called as mixed economy. Okay, mixed economy. Now this is for this, best example is India. Okay, in our country this economy is there. So in which we can say 50% part of, you can say free market is also there and fully controlled market is also there. 50%, that makes 100% here. And that is mixed economy here, that in our country which exists. Okay, so mixed economy, again I will tell you the in which full control of government is there, then it is called as central planned economy, and in which government does not take any part, in that we can say it is open market or free market, open economy or free market. Then in which both government is also there and as well as open market is also there. Means both the, you can say the characteristics of both the economies are there. In that is called third economy, that is mixed economy, and that prevails in our country India. So we now see the difference between these: free market, fully controlled economy, and mixed economy. Now we will see the differences between them. So now here we see the controlled economy and free economy, as I told you. Now first see, economics activities are firmly controlled by the government. So in fully controlled economy or centrally planned economy, in that, see, economic activities are controlled by the government. The motive is of social welfare. Then the central authority decides what goods are to be produced for the people. Now here see the difference in the free economy. In this economy, activities are controlled by the market forces, that is supply and demand. Okay, that motive is of profit maximization. Here people wants, or the producer, those who are working in these fields, they want to do maximum profit. Okay, then third, the consumers buy goods according to his choice. So here consumers are free, and here in this controlled economy, here consumer buys only those products which are produced by the government, but here consumers have their different choices, so they can purchase accordingly. So we see the other points also. Now we see the other points of controlled economy and free economy. First one, most resources are controlled by the government. Okay, so here government control maximum all the resources. Then government decide at what price the goods are to be sold in the market. So here government makes the decision for what prices to be goods are sold in the market. Then public sector dominates the economic activity. Here public sector has more influence. Okay, so here that is why in this controlled economy only public sector has the more influence on the economic activity. Now we talk about the free economy. See, the most resources are controlled by the people here. Okay, people cover the maximum resources. Then the market determines the prices of goods and services, because here the market forces come of market forces like demand and supply. They work here. So the prices are determined by the market. Then we talk about the sixth point. Private sector dominates the economic activity. See here, private sector have more influence on economic activity now. We see the other one, that is mixed economy. So now we talk about the points of mixed economy here. Now we see first point. Economic activities are governed by the free play of market forces but are regulated by the government in this. Okay. Then second point, motive of both profit maximization and social welfare. So here profit maximization is also there and social welfare is also there. Then we talk about the third, that is PDS ensures the supply of essential goods. What is PDS here? Public distribution system. Okay, so that ensures the supply of goods and services in all the areas. Okay. Then fourth, resources are controlled by the both government and by the people. Here resources are controlled by both. Okay, by the government also and by the people of the country also. Then prices are determined by the market, but government controls the prices of essential goods. Okay, so you can say the maximum prices are controlled by the by the market, but essential goods means the prices of the essential goods are controlled by the by the government. Okay. Then sixth, both public and private sectors dominates the economic activity here. Here both have influence on economic activity. Even you talk about the public sector also, and even you talk about the private sector. So this is all for today. We will meet up with the next chapter in next class. Okay. Till then, thank you.